Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Monday, February 18th, 2019. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Kevin Hart do that bit about his dad called "Say It With Your Chest," but that's how I feel every Monday when I watch Josh Wade in action. He doesn't do a whole lot of talking. He's in there trying to say it with his chest. And in celebration of International Chest Day, bright and early this morning, the Wade camp released a short clip of one of their top secret off-season chest day finishers a few hours ago. Bodybuilding nerds see guys like Wade who get that grainy old school look, knowing that it's something special only comes from hard training and a whole lot of sweat. And in the right lineup, that's exactly the kind of hard work we see the judges reward time and time again. If you've ever been a sprinter at any point in your life, then you probably remember that helpless feeling you had when you're sitting in the blocks next to somebody who you knew was about to give you a proper ass kicking. Well, we're 2 weeks out from some of the best men's physique division athletes getting ready to come sprinting out of the blocks. And I can promise you that everyone and their mother is scared of what George Peterson is about to do. Last week, Peterson and his team basically dropped the mic when they released new updates that pretty much ended the conversation about who the pre-show favorite really is. So unless he sleeps through an alarm or something like that, from the way it looks now, it's going to be tough sledding for anyone who ends up standing next to him in that first call-out. The Cleveland Browns caught some heat last week when they signed much maligned former NFL rushing champ Kareem Hunt to a deal. But if GM John Dorsey was in the market for a discount playmaker, I'm sure he probably could have talked our guy George Brown into taking a hometown discount. Over the weekend, we saw the longtime veteran do his best to try to create some separation when he posted some of his final pre-show updates. Once upon a time in the not-too-distant past, we were talking about George Brown as being a legitimate threat to bring home the title. So if he can channel some of that new Baker Mayfield swag pumping through the city of Cleveland, you never know what might happen if he gets going. Once you have a few shows under your belt, you start to learn your body and pick up on the signals it starts sending out to let you know that you're almost ready. And I think once you have that whole lower lat super vein thing going, like Brandon Curry does, it's a pretty good sign that you're almost ready to rumble. Late last week, Curry and his team leaked a short clip of the Oxygen Gym product knocking out some heavy dumbbell rows before they hop on a plane to make their way stateside. Even with all the talent at the top of this year's lineup outside of William Bonac, I don't think there's another athlete on that stage that BC hasn't beaten at one time or another. So if he shows up at his all-time best, we could easily be talking about what his win means in the division 2 weeks from now. In most places of the world, when somebody calls you grimy, it's meant to let you know that they're basically calling you pond scum. But I'm from New York, so when I call someone grimy, I mean it in the best way possible. Because to me, it means they know how to do what it takes to survive. And I think that's a good way to sum up Regan Grimes. Yesterday, the Grimes camp decided to get an early jump on International Chest Day by putting some unique twists on a couple of my old favorites. Truth be told, I'm honestly not sure what's up next on the docket for Grimes as he heads into this third season in his pro career. But as long as he's out there working like this, I can promise you that he won't have any problems finding his footing. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.